Okay, hello everybody, and welcome. This is Johan, and I'm the creator of Nhost. Nhost is a managed service for some open source projects. It's Postgres, that's a database, Hasura, which gives you an instant GraphQL API over Postgres, and Nhost project also contains capability for authentication and storage as well. And I'm gonna show you how you can get started with the Nhost project, and we're gonna do like a simple to-do app, and also we're gonna use files as well, where we can upload and download files. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm already registered for Nhost, so you can do the same. Just register with GitHub and you're in. Next thing you want to do is create a new project. I'm going to name this one Nhost video tutorial. I'm based in Stockholm, Sweden, so Amsterdam is the closest one for me. And let's create it. So while that project is created, we can go to github.com/nhost, and this is the Nhost React example app we're gonna use. So we can clone this one to our machine. Git clone, and let's start npm install. Oh, that was quick. Thought it was a little bit too quick. Okay. So now our Nhost project is created, and the database is created, and the Hasura instance is created. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Hasura console. So we open up the Hasura console. We need the admin secret. The admin secret is this one right here. I'm going to copy it, paste, enter. So this is our brand new, fresh Hasura instance. And here you can see when you create a Nhost project, it gets pre-configured with some tables for authentication. So we're going to track all these tables. And once these tables are tracked, we need to also track foreign key relations. All right, done. That's all we need to do for authentication to work. Next thing, we're gonna go back to our example app. We're gonna do npm start, and we're gonna open up the editor to see some code here. So what we want to do is exactly we want to see this configuration file. So it's located in source configuration. This is just the localhost URLs here right now. So we want to change those to the actual the real URLs here. So HTTPS instead of localhost. It's Hasura, the Hasura link here, and HTTPS. The Hasura link here as well, and the backend endpoint, that's where our request for authentication and files are going to take place. We need that one to be correct as well. All right, these URLs are now saved. Make sure it's WSS and HTTPS. All right, so this is our Nhost React example app. It's up and running. The first thing we're going to do is register a user account. We're not going to use GitHub, Google, or Facebook right now. These are not even available or not enabled for our projects currently. So we're going to use local accounts, like with email and password. Those local accounts are going to show up in the users table and also user accounts table. So let's create an account here. Johan at nhost.io, and a password. Sign up. Registration completed. So what happened? Yeah, we got a new user here. with a display name, email, and some other stuff. And the local user account is located here with the username and password. And also the data that we got from the sign-up form. So I'm also going to show you in the Nhost console, there's this authentication tab where you can also manage your users. It's a little bit more, it's a little bit better maybe for managing users. So we will be able to add users here as well. We will not liaison.me. So as you can see, we can activate users, deactivate users, create users, and also delete users. So I'm going to delete the one that I just created and just use the first one I created, the first user I created. So let's sign in with that first user. Okay, we're logged in, but we have an error here. That's because, it's because of two things. This requires a to-dos table, which we currently do not have here. We just have the standard user authentication tables here. So let's start with adding that table. Actually, we're going to add two tables here, and we can just copy everything here from the DB.SQL file. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go to data, SQL, and I'm going to paste it here to create these tables. So it's going to be the to-dos tables, and it's going to be the files table that we're going to use later on. So let's create these two tables. SQL executed correctly. Okay, nice. And also track the foreign key relations. Done. Okay. It's still going to show an error for us here because the permissions are not correct yet. So we're going to do that as well. So let's head to to-dos, permissions. So role. What role are we? Let's see, user, default role, user. That was simple. User. For the role user, we want to insert objects into the to-dos table without any checks, but with a preset of the user ID to match the user ID session variable. And we're only going to allow users to insert data in the to-do table because everything else is going to be like its default values. ID is going to be UU ID generated, UU ID created at, updated at, also generated. User ID is going to be filled with whatever's in the accessory user ID session variable, and done is going to be false, like it's got a default value of false. I'm going to save that one. Want to make sure we can select data from here as well with a custom check. So users will only be able to see their own rows. They will be able to see everything here, and also they will be able to aggregate queries. Update as well. You're allowed to update your own rows, and you're only allowed to update done for now. Delete, same. You're allowed to delete your own rows here. Save. Okay, let's see if we reload everything here. Seems better. Okay. Sleep. We need to sleep. We need to eat. We need to work out. Right, that's working. So we insert. This is, of course, the insert. Here is everything we select for. You can see it's 3 items left. That's probably an aggregated query. So we count everything. And we can update here as well. We can filter active, completed, all. We can clear completed, so workout and eat are completed, so it's only sleep left. Since this is a real-time GraphQL API, we want to demonstrate it. So if something happens in one tab, it's going to happen across, across the system, which is very neat. So you got real-time GraphQL capabilities here, and yeah, works really good. Okay. If you want to deep dive into what's going on, like what GraphQL queries are done here, you can look at this in this file. So this is where we select data. We can both query or we can use subscription. We use subscription. This is where we insert data, update, and also where we clear all to-dos that are done. So if you want to take a closer look, here's the file. Okay, next we're gonna go to files to upload and list and see some files here. Right now it says, yeah, we got an error basically. We have the files table, so that's not the issue. The issue is the permissions. So we need to fix our permissions here for the files table. Same thing, insert without any checks. We'll be able to insert file path and downloadable URL, and user ID is going to be from the session variable. We want to be able to select our own files. So user ID equals user ID. We'll want to select everything and allow for queries as well. Update, we're going to skip for now, but we want to be able to delete our own files. Let's see. All right, that's better. So let's upload a file. Well, maybe select the file first. Select the file. A nice image here, upload. What's going on here? 401, yeah, that's right. We need to do one more thing before we can upload anything here. We need to actually edit our storage rules for what's allowed or who is allowed to upload and download stuff. So you can do some advanced rules here where you can have the key, which is the file path, basically. The type, which is either read or write. So that's what you want to do. Claims, there you have your user ID claim or different claims that you have in your token. We're going to do a very simple one here and very insecure. We're going to allow everything. So we want to update that. We're going to take a few seconds for the project to make sure everything is reloaded. And let's see if our upload works better now. Yeah, that's better. So we were able to upload this file here. Let's see how it looks. Looks pretty good. And one thing to notice is when we upload the file, the storage rules gonna make sure you're allowed to upload the file. And since it returns true, no matter what you do, the file gets uploaded correctly. To access the file, there's two ways. So right now, let's see what the response is when we uploaded the file. So this is the response when the file got uploaded. So you can see this is where it's located on the storage server. We can take a look at it in a few seconds. But what's interesting is this token here. This is an access token. So you need this token to actually view the file or access the file. And I append the file. I append the token on the file directly. So when I click here, you see the token gets appended here. So it makes sure it's the correct token here. But if we change something to something different, it shows like a 403 forbidden. If we change it back to the correct token, it's fine. So this makes sure that you're allowed to access the file. If you don't have this token, you can still get the token using the download link entry point. I'll show you in a second. And this request will also go through the storage rules to see if you're allowed to get the access token. Since it returns true here, it's fine. So I'm just going to show you get download URL, and it returns the download URL for you. And just to show you, so the request we're sending is actually like a to storage function get download URL, and then it's just the file without any access token or anything. We just send our GVT token in the request to get a token in response. All right, let's actually see where this file is located. So it's going to be located in the menu dashboard here. So we need an access key and secret key to access menu. So let's do it like this. Access key. So this is also part of the Nhost project. You get this. As you can see, this is our public directory and laptop. Yeah, there it is. One object. Yeah. So let's upload another file. Right, there's the plane. Great. And also we save the file here as well. Okay, so that's how you handle files with the Nhost project. So Minio is actually really good. It's like a S3 server, so it's not actually S3, but it has all the API capability as a S3 server, and works really well. So as a bonus, we're gonna try to get this GitHub sign-in with GitHub working as well. So let's see how we do that. First, we're gonna need to create a OAuth app, and I'm gonna do it right here. OAuth apps, new OAuth app. We're gonna name it Nhost test auth. Homepage URL is this URL must match this URL from where the request is coming from. So I'm just gonna copy localhost 3000 here. Application description, it's optional. Authorization callback URL. Okay, so we need to go to authentication, sign-in methods, and GitHub. So this is the callback URL we're going to use. And we're going to register the application. And we're going to use a client ID, secret ID here to enable this GitHub authentication sign-in method. Okay, it's enabled. Before we move on, we're also going to fill in where we're going to redirect the user once everything is fine. I'm just going to, you can do some other settings here, but I'm just going to do this for now. So we get redirected back to our app. Save. All right. It is it. I think it's it. I think it should work now. So let's just reload for the sake of it. New users from these providers gonna end up here. So let's see how this works. Okay, sign in with GitHub. Authorized Nhost test auth. So that seems correct. Yeah. And we get redirected back, and we're logged in. Everything seems fine. And let's see here. Yeah, here's our GitHub user that we just connected. It has a corresponding user. Yeah, so display name. So this is a new user. This is the email I use on my GitHub account. This is my avatar URL. You can display it in the app here if you want. Yeah, so now we have now we can log in with GitHub with our app. That's pretty simple. All right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Just leave a comment or questions in the comments below. All right, bye bye.